Hello, Lisa Warden here with Sacred Living. I'm here with your reading for the week, Sunday, July 16th through Sunday, July 23rd. And at the end of the weekly reading, I will be able to offer an additional message from your angel. Be thinking about whether you resonate with Archangel number 1, Archangel number 2, or Archangel number 3. And I will offer you that additional information at the end. So the first thing for Sunday, here we are with the Sun card again. So it's going to have a really great start to the week. What is really bright to me is this red across the guy's chest, and it looks almost like Superman, like opening up his Clark Kent shirt and a little bit showing through. So people are really going to see you on Sunday, like the real you. They're going to see some of the really special things, and they may not validate that out loud, but they're going to have the awareness of it. And there's definitely, come Monday, some things that are going to be uncomfortable. And one of the things that I've seen with this card when it's came up lately is that the person looks kind of terrified as they're following the angel, and the wind's blowing really hard because the torch flame looks really pushed down. And while the torch looks really pushed down when I look at this card, it's like the person is so secure in their attachment to the angel and going the way of the divine direction that there's no fear there. So there's definitely going to be this continuance of something that you've been struggling with come Monday, but there isn't the fear that there once was. And so you might really take notice and say, yeah, I am on the path. Yeah, that's not bothering me as much as usual, and I am feeling a little bit safer. And the other thing that's really bright to me is this orange butterfly that's in this card. And so it's like you are going to be able to take tangible notice of how much less fear you have and how much more secure you rest in the support of your angels. Tuesday has us feeling a little bit off kilter. There's something that is going to come along, and it's going to feel like it's like, and a part of me is going to feel like I'm never going to get anywhere with this big goal that I've had. I've been working really hard on this thing. It's not coming to fruition. But remember that everything is happening for us and not to us. And so this is to allow for the timing of a better way forward. So if you can take a look at who is around you that needs your help today, since you're not busy working on moving full speed ahead on this other thing, like what is around you right now that you can be working on, even if it's rest and not working, because maybe you need a little bit of rest. But that's what Tuesday's all about. It's like somehow or other, the harder you try and push forward, it's just the energy isn't there to move forward. There's something that has to be done a little bit differently on Tuesday. Wednesday, on the other hand, 3 of Earth, you are honing your craft. You are putting things together in a way that other people haven't seen them put together, and they are marveling at your skill, talent, and ability at doing it this way, even though it doesn't seem like a really big deal to you. So the other thing that goes with this is there might be just a little bit of collaboration, and don't hesitate to ask your angels to help you to see how to move forward with your gifts and abilities, and how can I take them to other people. So, like, did you want to start your own YouTube channel with doing readings? Did you want to volunteer your services somewhere? Like, how can I take this gift that I would like to share with other people forward? Thursday is a little bit more of the wah-wah-wahs again, because there's going to be something that just doesn't feel like it's moving as fast as we'd like it to be. So I was watching one of the versions of King Arthur that I really like, where they portray him as a Roman soldier, and at one point in time he tries to lift up this sword and wield it as if he was a full-grown man, and he's really bummed that he can't. So there's just something that's going on that you just aren't at a place where you can wield whatever talent, gift, ability it is that you would like to, as fiercely as you would like to, as confidently, because there's a few more like little tiny speed bumps in your way. But don't let this get you down. Don't let this make you feel like your gifts, talents, and abilities aren't any good. See how he's dragging this sword behind him? Kind of like, big deal, I've got this thing. And sometimes that's how we are about our own strengths. Lots of times when I'm talking to people and I'll say, hey, what are your strengths? What are your abilities? What are you good at? I don't know. Because we wear them around all the time, so they don't seem like a big deal. They are a big deal. They are your gifts from Spirit, and they are just as amazing as the next person's. So don't let the fact that somebody else's, whatever it is, strengths look really amazing and you are not feeling that amazing. Give yourself permission to be aware of the fact that it's because you wear it around all the time that it doesn't seem like a big deal. So coming into Friday, I felt kind of like a little bit of a difference in how this energy is going to present with some people. And that's the thing when I read for people in such a fashion that it's for everybody, there might be a little bit different spin to how the energy presents itself for other people. So the Page of Water overall represents somebody who is sensitive, naive, younger person, but I'm not feeling that this time. So the orange on her skirt feels like a second chakra issue. The green on her sweater looks like heart chakra. She's got this little angel feather around her neck, which is like this spark of divine. But the other thing is I see like this long history of emotional turmoil that this person has caused, and that's not usually what the Page of Water is about, but I feel like this presentation could be a lot of turmoil that this person has stirred up in the past, and so there's this concern, is this person going to use this kind of manipulative energy once more to just bring more chaos to relationships. So there aren't big waves on the water, but there is a lot of movement. So it's going to be something to be mindful of on this Friday. For some of us. For other people, it will be that person who is really looking to genuinely show us a loving relationship. Saturday has us a bit overwhelmed with all of the projects and all of the irons and all the fires that we've got. So as I look, some of these balls on the top of these staffs are bigger than others. So I feel almost like some of these are ripe, and they're so ripe they're just falling off of the vine, ready to go. Here's the fruit from the task and whatnot that you have been bringing forward into creation. And then there are others that you're just still, they're like they're still in the oven. Those ones are still cooking. You're still actively working on how am I going to bring that into fruition. So the good news is and if you can stay in the space of, wow, I've got all of these things to choose from, and they are all things I've wanted to do my whole life, do the best you can to enjoy how all of these projects are moving forward in your life instead of allowing that to get you overwhelmed. And then Sunday is the Page of Fire. So to me, this is looking like you've got this gift, talent, ability that you've been learning to wield on your own, but you haven't really shown it to other people. So I see this really great big spark from her solar plexus, and she's got this energy that she's learned how to harness, but I see her all by herself in the woods as she's doing it. So it's like you haven't taken the next step to share this with anybody else, but in the end I think that is a great opportunity when it feels good to do so, because you know what you're doing and it can help people. All right, that is your reading for the week, and then I've got your angels here. So if you had Archangel number 1, you have Archangel Sandalphon and gifts from God. And so Archangel Sandalphon is saying, we angels bring you gifts from the Creator. Open your arms and receive. And so Archangel Sandalphon is about collecting our prayers, weaving them into a thing and taking them to heaven, and then bringing them back in kind of creative ways, kind of like Socratic questioning. When you have the answer to your prayer from Sandalphon, sometimes it comes back in the form of a question. So you've asked for this particular thing to have clarity on, and then the question eventually comes, or somebody around you inspires you with a question. You're like, aha, that was the answer to my prayers. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon. And the other thing is it's so pink. His cloak is so pink. He also is big with the harmony. So when you are looking to have harmony with a situation, harmony with yourself, harmony with your family, harmony at work, asking Archangel Sandalphon to bring that harmonizing energy in for the best. And I am a big fan of most benevolent outcome phrase. Give us this opportunity to have the most benevolent outcome for harmony in the workplace is what is possible. Thank you. That sort of thing. If you selected Archangel number 2, then you have Archangel Raziel, and this is about taking back your power, using your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. And as I usually lay the cards out and I contemplate them for a moment, and I didn't get time to do the reading when I anticipated, so I just kind of set the cards to the side. And it was so fun to watch Archangel Raziel kind of go woo, woo, with this yellow energy coming off of this card all day today. So this is all about our personal power is our solar plexus. And so one of the things that supports a good, healthy solar plexus is good posture, because otherwise we have a sense to kind of crush this down. Drinking too many icy beverages can kind of squish our personal power center down, but Archangel Raziel is here to help us when we ask. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Archangel Raziel is all about the mysteries and being magical. So when there is something that you have no idea how to figure out, or there's a construct you're trying to figure out, dear Archangel Raziel, please support me with the most benevolent outcome with understanding this and such. Or I have no idea how I would go about accomplishing this other thing. He's great for that. If you have selected Archangel number 3, then you have Archangel Metatron, and he is here to do some chakra cleaning. And I also, so Archangel Raziel is hitting here with a yellow going, woo, woo. And Archangel Metatron looked to me kind of like that Marvel wizard, Doctor Strange, kind of spinning his Merkaba, because that's what the sacred geometry shape is. It's the Merkaba. So he was shaking this around, just spinning it, because that's what he does, is he works with the sacred geometry to clean up our chakras using these sacred geometry shapes. So you can ask him, and you're like, I've got this particular health issue, I've got this discomfort in this part of the body. Please work with my own energy system and help to restore balance, and I thank you, that kind of thing. Also, you can ask him to help clear your energy field from even the imprint of those things, because sometimes when you leave just the imprint behind, it calls forward more of that. So please heal the imprint is the words that I'm getting. So that is your reading for the week. If you are interested in your own reading, you can reach out to me. How to do that is in the About section on YouTube. Or if you are watching this on Facebook, you can message me on Messenger and set something up. I hope it helps you. Have a great week. Take good care.